Hello, welcome back. Last time I found my way into the backside of the swamp, where there are a lot more puzzles waiting for me than I realized at first. Also, I just noticed those beams of light change color over time. I had noted that before, but I thought it had to do with the angle that I was looking at them from, but no, they just do it on their own. Seems like blue is the main color, but then they turn yellow and red and orange. Anyway, puzzles. These things. Alright, so 3, 3, and 4. Simple thing to do would look like this, but that's not available for several reasons. So instead, why don't I do this? That seems like the right way. 3, 3, 4. Alright. I can't do the same thing because there's a split right there. Otherwise, this layout is the same. Okay, so can I do what I wanted to do the other time? Roughly? Not exactly. Okay, if this has to be part of a 4 there, well, that's impossible. So this has to be relocated somehow. How about this? That should fit the pattern. 3, 3, 4. All right. Can I... Oh, this complicates things a little bit, doesn't it? There's absolutely no possible way to have this satisfied on its own right where it is. So, what's the simple way to handle that? Something like... I think... Now, this won't get me to the exit, but I think that satisfies all the shapes. Because you'd have, like, 4, 2, 1, or something like that. What's similar to that actually lets me exit? So if I start with the 4 like that... The trick is this sort of vertically splits the thing, and I can't get on both sides and get to the exit. Well, if you see what I mean. Man, I really have a lot of trouble navigating that sometimes. The mouse movement within the lines is kind of awkward. It still would be nice if I could... Whoa. If I could do it with a keyboard somehow. I wonder how this feels with a gamepad. Okay, so this one could be on its own, but then I can't join these two. So they all three have to be together somehow. Now wait a minute. Why can't I do this? I can do that. That satisfies it. There we go. Okay, a whole bunch. I think I see what to do up here. And it's still possible even if I do that. Okay, I want to do... Ooh, actually no, this doesn't work the way I wanted it to, does it? Yes it does. Yes it does. That works exactly like I wanted it to. Except I can't get through there. I could instead do this. There we go. So that's 3, 3, 4, 2. Okay, that did something. Activated that gate. Cool. It's been a little while since I last played this. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I started in front of those puzzles, so that's where I started today. I realized something about the treehouse that I think I can actually control the way some of those bridges go. Once I get back there, I'll show you what I mean. Are you kidding me? If I'm not mistaken, really, you're going to do this to me? Why so low contrast? Fine. That is really obnoxious, but I can just see a single dot there and a hollow formation there, so it just wants that all filled. Man, why those color choices? What possible reason? Other than just being obnoxious. Fine, I'll just deal with it, but I'm not happy. I can see it as it's fading in. I can see it okay from here. Fine, I'll look at it from this angle. Sometimes on the recorded video, contrast with bright colors weirdly comes out better than it is when I'm playing the game. I don't know why that would be, but if this looks perfectly reasonable to you, just know that it doesn't always to me for whatever reason. What do I want to do here? I'm not quite sure yet. My eyes are not happy about this, but I think I see a way that that works. So 4, 1, 3. Okay. Really, just... Alright, shadow there, that's... Shapes are getting more complicated. Like, why? It seems like they're getting brighter and dimmer or something. If I just stare at this for a moment, does it change? No? Yeah, look at how bright and blurry that is. Then, oh, that's probably the game's automatic adjustment for brightness. Yeah, because like if I look at something bright, everything gets darker. If I look at something dark, everything gets brighter. Yeah, so if I look at the sky for a moment, then down here, then it's reasonable. Then it messes itself up. That's just super obnoxious. Okay. So, and that is distracting me from actually solving this puzzle. I think what I'm seeing is a shape like this. Wait, like what now? So 3 here, here, here. Those 2 here, 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 here. Those 3 here, 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 here. So that's what, this, I think? What did I get wrong? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Seriously, what's wrong with that? That seemed like a fine answer? Why are you unhappy? Those are definitely 2 apart. Oh, they're 2 apart, right. So, what, this? Then? I think that works? Yeah. Okay, cool. Ah, there are the rotated ones, and they're still obnoxiously bright. Like, what is the point of having these colors this way? Can I change this? I wonder what this does. That's the only thing that looks like it might at all affect anything, and it doesn't seem like it... I need to look at the sun for a moment to get it to be reasonable. I don't know exactly what that does. Alright, stare at the sun, then look at the puzzle. That's 4, right? Mm-hmm. That's rotated. Two rotated ones would be nice if I could just go straight across there, but I can't. So, can I do this? No, because that's blocked off. Sure, okay. So if you're rotated like that, and then you are like this. Nope, that doesn't work. What's the best thing to do here? I think the best thing is this. Mm-hmm. That one's there like that, that one's there like that. Sure. Alright, so just one rotated thingy. It's fine to be in its normal orientation, except I can't get through there. So what about... Nope, not there. How about this? That seems fine, except it's not. Can I do it like that in the middle? Hey. No, because I can't cut it off all the way. I hope these colors don't continue this way. Well, from this angle, it's kind of okay, but it kicks me all the way... Seriously, this is just obnoxiousness for the sake of obnoxiousness. Does the color of the puzzles match the color of the water somehow? What color were these? No? No? Those were nice high contrast colors. Why can't I have those down here? Low contrast things always bother me, especially if it's text. Fortunately, I don't have to read this. Well, I do, but there aren't any words on it. Alright, this should be super simple. I don't know why I have not already seen exactly what to do. So there, that rotation's no good. It has to touch an edge. It has to touch an edge, which means either... Can I somehow get away with... No, I can't get away with that. Also, that's the... That is the right shape, but I can't do it. That's the only symbol. Exit's there. That's the only exit. So this does have to touch an edge, right? Because otherwise I can't fully isolate it. Because I can't make a loop. And just leaving an open edge with a solution like this, for example, just isn't acceptable. So if it has to touch an edge, which edge can it touch? Can't touch that one because I can't have it like that. Unless I rotate it around... Nope, can't do that. Or can I? Is that gonna work? Maybe. Yes. No. Man. That's in the way. That's in the way. The least in the way is over here. So right, there's really only 3 possibilities if I want to touch each edge. It's either like this, or like this, or like this. So what would that one be like? Not usable because I can't get over there and do that. So what about this one? Not usable because I can't get up there. There was one more. Right, sure, like that, but it's not available. Not available. So bottom edge. There's this, which I'm not allowed to do. There's this, which I'm not allowed to do. And there's, the other one is this, which actually works. There we go. Just had to try all of them. What? Oh, sure. No, wait. Oh. No. No. Okay, well that one doesn't work either, does it? Alright, I'm going to spare you from staring at this horribly low contrast thing and watching me not figure out what should be obvious, but for some reason is eluding me. I'll be back when I work out this extremely simple looking puzzle. Okay, got it. That split is not a problem because I can... because I can do this. Sorry for all the annoyance, but again, low contrast things really bother me a lot. So that's gone all the way over here for some reason. This control panel will allow me to go other places. Is there anything to see before I rotate that? This is how I got here, I think. Somebody pointed out an extremely suspicious looking shadow here. Let me see if I can do something with it. Like these two things line up and create a very circular looking pattern. There's one, but it doesn't seem to... that has lines on both sides, so it's not a proper start. But right here, if my shadow's not in the way, I might be able to do a thing. Oh, I had it. Ah, I lost it. Go back the other way. This one, it feels like the mouse is less responsive on that puzzle than in other places for some reason. Okay, click once. Got it. That goes, I don't know exactly where. I see where. There we go. Cool. Oh, that one too. Okay. It put it out. That's kind of funny. I feel like I need to be... Well, no, that's going to block me, isn't it? It let me for a moment. I probably need to be going the other way. Anyway, I'll come back to that someday. Okay, so let's rotate this thingy. I wanted to go to blue because that's where the wire went. Black is that one. I want to connect black and blue. Which means... Now, this is not going to be happy, because I have to satisfy those also. So that should work. What? Why are you rotating that way? Maybe it only rotates one way. Or maybe something about the way I the way I did that puzzle determined the angle of rotation. I could probably hop off here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. You look like a thingy, but maybe that's just because I already solved one that looked very much like that. Yeah, there's a lot of suspiciously circular and rounded-ended thingies all over here. Can I just hop off? This is where I want to be. Wire goes here. Oh boy. At least the contrast is slightly better. Alright, so... this wants that. And then those want what? Perhaps this? That looks good. Why is that not good? Oh, because there's not enough space for that. Sure. I can give you one more space. Just like this. Cool. 4 and a thingy, and then... there are a lot of possible solutions to this. Oh, they have to include that. Okay, so let's say something like... this, I think, makes sense. So this shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This shape, 1, 2. This shape, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not rotatable. Keep that in mind. Best thing to do here. I feel like I want to join those up this way. And then include you. How exactly? You can see what I'm going for with this, I'm sure. But how do I get that other shape in there? Not like... no, not like that. This is very open-ended. I don't necessarily have to do exactly this. I could do... those are... I'm finding myself indecisive. Okay. So let's start with this again. I can't include that one like that, well, for a couple of reasons. I can't go like that for plenty of reasons. Can't go like that. So let's see. The long part of this... Okay, I'm envisioning something that... Well, no, that definitely doesn't work. I mean, you don't have to be exactly there in this corner. So I could... I think I see something that doesn't quite work. Like, if I could get to the exit doing this... Which I can. That satisfies everybody. No, it doesn't because you're outside it. Okay, so not quite. If I adjust that just a little bit... Okay, I think I see something. So this is going to go here. This is going to go here. And then this one goes here. Now, how was that going to be? Like this? That seems right. Yes, okay, that works. That's there. That's there, that's there. Cool. These are kind of exhausting. Alright, so these two can obviously merge into a 3x2 block of some sort if I wanted them to. I'm going to have to be 5 yeah, so I got to touch all of those. Well, this can be separate. That's easily satisfiable on its own. So what if I... Okay, let's see. What about this? Yeah, this. Yes, everything fits in. Everything works. That's fine. Cool. Water drains. Neat. Aha! Great. This is exactly the information I was after. So, you don't want that. That doesn't just subtract from one of those, right? It did accept that, not that. Is this just a subtraction from any one of these formations that exists? Seems like it might be. So I would certainly have to... Let's say that's what it is. -2 blocks in that formation from anywhere in here, right? So this will work. Like this. That sure seems to be adding up. So for this, exit is there, which means I'm going to do this. Cool, got it. Okay, I understand that symbol now. I heard something. Those are my footsteps. That's what I'm hearing. I've done that before in this game. Yeah, that water is definitely yellow. Oh, that's the... Wait. That door must have opened after the water drained to let me in. Yeah. Okay, so was that the culmination of everything I just did? That seemed like the end of the line. I don't see any wires coming off of that. Just going to... Well, was that already there? That might not have already been there. No, I don't think this blue wire was active before. Yeah, this is open now. The heck are those? I have no idea what those are. Huh. Yep. Hey, thingies. You're a thingy. You're definitely something, but I don't know what angle would make sense for that. Like this? No? Oh! Huh. Well, I recognize the pattern here. Why would I want to change this from here, I wonder? Am I under... Wait. What's moving? Yeah, okay, that is the platform I rode here on. I guess that's if I somehow get here from the other side? I don't know. Well, that goes that way. Can I do this from here? The place I wanted to go was to the right. I don't think I can see it from here. I'm trying to steer to the right, and I can't. It doesn't let me. Oh, there we go. Got it. Couldn't see super well what I was doing, but I did it. Okay. That's leaking out. Are these like samples of this strangely colored glowing water? Maybe that's what they are. Okay. So, subtraction. This has to be included, which is interesting. I think I can do something like this. That should work. Really? Oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Right. But those will join together if I subtract just one from the vertical one. Sure. Or the horizontal, whatever. It strikes me as interesting that the puzzle elements chosen for these are things that would actually be fairly difficult to computationally verify. Like, I'm really curious. I would be very interested to see the implementation of puzzle verification in this game. Like, the author's the sort of person, from what I know about him, who would just write the solver for these sort of things the hard way, rather than just, say, having a list of all valid solutions for each puzzle. But yeah, like this kind of box packing is actually a very hard problem in general to do properly. You can brute force it without too much trouble, and these puzzles are small enough that that would be easier to do, but I'll bet that's not what he chose to do. What's the sensible thing to do here? Perhaps... no, wait, you're horizontal. What is the sensible thing to do here? So those aren't rotatable. I don't need to include that in... Yeah, that should work. No, it doesn't. No, because those aren't accounted for. So I need to join these together because I can't have just these together, because that doesn't have any horizontal components in it. So you need to be part of that, which means I could simply do this, I think? No. That doesn't include those. So that means this vertical one needs to go here like this. This horizontal one needs to... Let's see. That's going to mean this, I think? Because I'm subtracting one horizontal and one vertical. Yeah. So I'm subtracting one here and one there. Okay. This looks simple. Wait. It looked simple for a moment. So if you're going to be like that, and then that's going to be like that. What was my plan? This doesn't make any sense. This probably doesn't make much sense. Right, okay, so that's... Actually... No. No, I would need to subtract 2 for that to work. And I only get 1. So I think... I feel like I need to have this going through the middle of that, and have that be the thing that's subtracted. Which would mean... So what shape was that? It was like... No, not like that. It was like... Obviously this doesn't work because I can't get to the exit from that angle. But that does satisfy the criteria, right? Even so, that's still no good. So I need to move that somehow, somewhere. Or... let's see. Obviously, I can't just draw it in the other direction. That's not good enough. No. Wait, does this let me draw the shape I want? Let's see, 4 across, that thing. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I have to subtract that sort of shape, which means I need to make it with those, like, for example, put these together in a formation like but those are subtracted, which complicates things, so that needs to that needs to be in some sort of... But they also have to... Oh, boy. That was a big mess of words that didn't actually convey any meaning. This puzzle is missing its frame. Okay, so what do you want from me here? These don't rotate. I'm just sort of going through shape combinations that would otherwise work in my head. I assume I can't, like, have these in an overlapping configuration, then subtract... Well, no, of course I can't, because this is shaped... This subtracts in a specific shape. No. Although that's not to say they couldn't... Once again, I am not communicating clearly. It's hard to think about this at all, let alone talk at the same time. Okay. So a pattern that intersects all of these things. Let's start there. There's that one. And there's that one. And then, if I can just take... I can't really explain why this looks kind of right. It's not. Oh, this is... okay, I don't think I can turn that space into an empty one because I can't pack these in such a way that has those 4 otherwise filled. Right? I could. But then that doesn't cover this square. Alright, give me a moment for this one. Alright, 10 to 15 minutes of staring and tracing my finger across the screen later. I have a theory. I'm going to see if this works before I try and explain it. It does work. Okay. So this is very complicated. These are getting exceedingly hard to solve. So the way this works is this shape goes here. This shape goes here. So I'm basically like, think of each of these squares as adding 1 to one of the gray walls. So I have 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, if that makes sense. Like I'm putting these shapes on top of each other. So I have these double written. I'm using this to eliminate one of the overwritten squares here and here, then eliminate these entirely since these are only a value of 1. So a value of 2 goes down to 1, a value of 1 goes down to 0. So those two are not included in the pattern. But those two, since they got, anyway, and this just connects the rest of it. Not only is this hard to solve, it's hard to explain, too. Ooh, okay. So using a similar principle here, I think I'd like to insert this shape into, like, say, this area, and then erase that. So I come out with a shape like... a shape like this. Can I do a shape like that? I think so. How was that? Like this, I think? No, you're not satisfied. I got something wrong. I was erasing 2 squares. This one... Oh, I didn't have one there. Got it. Okay, so if I do this... and then cut this out, then it should be satisfied. Great. Okay. I went back to look at some of these earlier puzzles to understand this rule a little better. I saw another place that was filled with water. That wire is the same color. So I guess just follow the blue wire to a place I haven't already been, which is here. Down in the red water. Alright, more of these. These are going to have to wait for another time. That's interesting. Simple as they may look... Oh, wow. They look kind of simple. Yeah, simple as those may look, I'm going to save them for next time. So hopefully I'll wrap up this last little bit of the swamp, although this is not the last little bit. I have not gone to... Well, now, hang on. Wasn't this purple section connected to where I boated to? Well, no, I see another way down into the water, so I think there's a 4th section with these things in it. And then I'm fairly certain I have not been here. Is there a laser box somewhere in this? Oh, hey, that'll open this door and take me over there. Okay, cool, cool. There's probably a laser box somewhere in here. I think I actually saw it earlier. Yeah, this guy right here up in the tree stump. That looks like it's part of the swamp. Okay, cool. Well, next time I'll pick it up with some more of these subtraction puzzles. And hopefully finish up the swamp and go someplace else. Now that I understand those symbols, I think I can return to the treehouse and maybe finish that place up. Anyway, I'll see you then for that.